YouTube, welcome to my channel. So happy to have you here and have you as a part of the family. Make sure you subscribe if you like this video and comment what your favorite part was so that you and I can connect. Okay, let's get right into it. I want to talk about why I'm starting a YouTube channel, even though it's hard, even though YouTube is now competing with the streaming platforms like Netflix and Hulu, even though, you know, it's expected to show up perfect and like as produced as possible on this platform. I'm going to share with you in this video why I'm starting it anyway. First and foremost, for those that don't know, I am a business owner. So I have my own business where I consult other entrepreneurs on their email marketing and their operation strategy. So I specialize in email marketing and I specialize in team, systems, and mindset work for CEOs to help them scale to $1 million a year peacefully. I am, of course, using this channel for business, right? And I specialize in email marketing, and a huge reason why I love email marketing and why I stand by it and why I teach my clients it is because email marketing has stood the test of time. It is the highest converting marketing strategy in every industry, not just mine, in every industry for entrepreneurs to make money. And there's a few reasons for this. Aside from high deliverability rates compared to social media, you don't have the same algorithm that you're dealing with, all of that, right? It has barely changed. It has barely changed, which means that no matter what social media has come out in the past couple of decades, this is the one marketing strategy that really hasn't changed that much. And so entrepreneurs are able to rely on it, which helps them to create content on it consistently, and which also helps them to continue to sell even when there is a major change to an algorithm or an entire platform. So they can still keep up with their business without having to learn a whole new skill or while they are learning that new skill. So my main marketing strategy for my business will always be email marketing. I will always work to get people on my email list and to make the majority of my sales from my email list, because I know that that is an audience that I own, right? Without, if I lost Instagram or I lost YouTube tomorrow, I would still have an audience to sell my services to. I know that it is a very easy platform to create content on. All I have to do is write some words and send them. I don't have to create a video. I don't have to do a reel. I don't have to do any of that. And I know that because the deliverability rates are so high, I'm getting seen by so many more people and I have more of a chance to convert. So it will always be my number one strategy. However, I see YouTube as the email marketing of social media. So what I mean by that is two things. Number one, email marketing has barely changed, right? It's always been the same. Like it's always been just make sure you're not spamming people, make sure you're getting an opt-in, and then you're good. Then we will send your emails to everyone on your list, and all you have to do is get people to open them, right? It's barely changed, so it's very easy. Also, it's long form content, which is why you're able to convert so high through email marketing, because long form content will always convert sales higher than short form, right? Short form is for generating leads and interest, but not necessarily converting sales. Now, I see YouTube as similar. YouTube has actually not changed that much. If you're someone like myself who has been practically raised on YouTube, you know that it really hasn't changed that much. Like the strategies appear to be very similar to what they were before. Okay, yeah, people have gotten better at producing content and things like that. But in terms of the topics and the strategies and the approach to YouTube, it really hasn't changed that much. And it's long form. Okay, it's also long form. So if I'm going to invest in a video strategy, now, if you know me, or if you go after this video and look up my business, you will see I am all about being social media optional. I am all about you should be able to make money without social media, right? And I firmly believe that. And that is how my business is set up. But if I am going to use that optional and use social media, I am going to invest in a long form platform that has barely changed. That's what I'm gonna do. Instagram has changed, Facebook has changed, Twitter, now X has changed, TikTok has changed. Everything has changed, YouTube hasn't. YouTube has been the mainstay for over, I want to say decades, but like definitely over a decade, right? Definitely over a decade. So to me, YouTube is the email marketing of social media. That is my thought. So as a business owner, that is why I'm investing in creating content on YouTube. So that's the more obvious business reason why I'm creating content on YouTube. But that technically is a happy bonus and like the second reason that I'm creating content on YouTube. Because like I said, I'm relying on email marketing as my main strategy for my business when it comes to marketing. But I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. I have always loved sharing online. I have always loved building communities online. I was raised by YouTube. I was raised in the peak beauty YouTube era. I had my own blog called Bad to the Braid because I wanted to be like the YouTubers that were like teaching like hair tutorials and makeup tutorials and all this stuff. I loved it. And it's such a creative outlet for me to build communities and to share my life online. But when my business is reliant on it, that's when I don't like it. That's when I don't like it, which is why when I became a business owner, the first thing I did was invest in email marketing because I started to notice like what used to be fun about social media now stressed me out and I had to take that pressure off. I want to show up on social media as a content creator that has no pressure. And so that's why I've built my business that way. And I am leaning back into being a content creator that's here because I want to be, not because I have to be, and that shares content online again. I want to share all the hair tutorials and the makeup stuff and fashion things and lessons that I've learned. This is a creative outlet for me personally. That's why I'm currently editing my own videos. I'm recording my own videos. Fun fact, my husband is actually a YouTube expert. My husband is literally a YouTube expert. He's in filming and production and editing, and he specializes in YouTube. He has helped his clients grow their YouTubes, make money on YouTube, all the things. And I'm like, no, stay away from me. This is my thing. So he will appreciate that I'm making it known that he would not approve of this audio or probably this filming angle or anything like that. I am the one doing this because it's a creative outlet for me. Like, this is what I love to do, is to just enjoy creating content for fun. Now, I will probably use him for like the more professional things that I want to do and things like that, of course. But when it comes to just like the day-to-day sharing content and editing, I'm doing that myself, which brings me to my mindset around YouTube. I want to share with you all my mindset because I'm noticing, and this is not new. People have said this for years, that YouTube is hard, right? YouTube is hard to keep up with. It's hard to maintain. It's hard to do this. It's hard to do that. And I'm like, yeah, everyone has always said that. Everyone has always said that. And guess what? Everyone has always said that about email marketing too. But when I was the one investing in email marketing, when no one else was, I grew my business to $1 million a year very quickly, right? Because I was doing the work nobody wanted to do. So my first mindset tip for you all, and like what's keeping me going and what's going to have me start investing in this journey, is the best and most successful people do the things people don't want to do when they're not doing it, right? So I'm going to take the time to do the thing that another person doesn't want to do. While y'all are saying it's hard, I'm going to be the one doing the hard thing. Also, I was listening to this podcast episode. It was on the School of Greatness podcast, and it was the episode with the founder of TED Talk. And he was talking about generosity, and he was like, what can you do to make the world a better place? What can you do to contribute to changing the world? What can you do? What can you give away from yourself? And I was like, there is so much I can give, and it's very easy to give it on a platform like YouTube, right? Where someone can literally see all of the content in one place and be able to just enjoy it, right? And so there's a lot I want to give here for free when it comes to business. There's a lot I want to give away when it comes to sharing life lessons that I wish I knew, right? I'm the eldest daughter, for those that don't know, and for those that do, if you know, you know. And so I want to be like, the older sister that I wish I had, right? And helping people navigate this journey that is life. And so, yeah, this is my way of being generous with my time, with my energy, and with my contribution to my community and my future community. So really, really happy about that too. And I just love that mindset shift of like, what can you give? If you could give it all away for free, what would you do? And I'm like, oh, there's so much I would love to give away for free and I could do that on YouTube. Another one of my thoughts too is I'm willing to let people watch me improve. Like, I'm willing to let people come on the journey and look at old videos and be like, oh, her audio was terrible, her lighting was terrible, her video was terrible, whatever, she rambled too much. And then be like, oh, I like this video, this is a good one. Oh yeah, she improved a lot. I'm willing to let people watch me improve. And that is such a key skill that you need as an entrepreneur and as a content creator. And so I'm just like, yeah, y'all could just watch me improve. Like, I'm not gonna try to be perfect right out the gate. And so I wish that more people had that and took that with them. My other thought is, and why I think this YouTube channel will be successful no matter what I do, because a lot of people are like, oh, there's like a whole strategy you have to learn and all this and this and that. And for me, I just plan on showing up and creating content that I want to create, literally just sharing what I want to share. And I think that will be successful even if it's not perfectly curated, even if like the camera quality is not that good or the audio is not that good or anything like that, because people are always nostalgic. People are always nostalgic. They always want things to feel like they once did. So even though I know for sure there's going to be a ton of highly successful YouTubers that are very produced, very well organized, great filming, great audio, great everything, people will always come to creators like myself and other people and be like, oh my goodness, this reminds me of the old YouTube days. Oh, I miss those old YouTube days, right? And so I'm also, that's a part of my audience. Like, my audience most commonly reflects me and who I am. I'm 31. I was raised on, like I said, beauty YouTube and things like that. And like, I love the old nostalgic YouTube days. And I've even been seeing on TikTok, people are going back to kind of quintessential makeup tutorials. And the comment sections are filled with, oh my goodness, I'm so glad old school YouTube makeup tutorials are coming back. I really believe that a channel like this can be successful even if you're doing it low lift like I am, because people will always be nostalgic. My other thought about YouTube, my mindset really is, I generate interest anywhere I talk. I generate interest anywhere I talk. Where I talk, I have community. My hair and makeup blog was called Bad to the Braid. I had a whole braiding and makeup blog. I had a blog where I talked about everything, where I was like talking about my debt payoff journey and working and losing weight and things like that, fitness, health. And then I had a poetry blog, and every single place I went, I always was able to have people that were, even on my personal Instagram, people were like, I love your posts. I love just hearing you like share your life and seeing you share your life and content and all this stuff. I love your content, even when I didn't have like an actual blog. And so then when I started my own business, it was very natural for me to build a community fast because I know how to generate interest wherever I am, right? And so for me, I'm just like, this is going to inherently be successful because wherever I talk, I generate interest. I don't need perfect filming. I don't need perfect audio. I don't need perfect anything as long as I'm talking. And so that's my honest thought. And that's what I think a lot of you all should lean into as well if you are looking to start a YouTube in 2025. Now, with all this said, I am a busy woman. I know you all are probably busy as well and are probably wondering, okay, Kirsten, like, how much is this really gonna take though? How much time are you planning to spend on this? Let me start with what my equipment is and how I plan on editing, okay? So first and foremost, my equipment is an iPhone. This is an iPhone right here. It's the newest iPhone. I actually got an upgrade and I decided to keep my old phone for like my short form content and just my day-to-day, like this is my phone that I use. And then this is my filming phone. And I am using this because I'm like, it's good camera quality and it's easy. And I actually talked to my husband about it because I actually have a professional camera and I was like, should I use that? It's just like a little hard for me to use. And he was like, honestly, you're gonna get great quality on an iPhone, not necessarily better, but great quality. And it's gonna be so much more natural for you to use. So just use that. So I was like, great idea. So I'm using this in landscape mode, right? I have a simple tripod set up right now, and I'm just using natural lighting. I know that even for myself, I don't want to watch something that has like terrible lighting and like unstable footage, obviously, right? So with that, at the same time, I don't have time to be like a lighting expert, and I'm not really good at keeping consistent lighting when I have like actual lighting tools, you know, like the kind of like handheld lighting tools. I have that. I'm not using it. I just plan on using natural light as much as possible. So that's my lighting strategy. I'm sure at some point I'll get a simple mic. I don't really care about that right now. I don't have it right now. And then for editing, I'm just using this phone and I'm using CapCut or InShot, whichever one feels more comfortable for you. I'm using CapCut and I'm only doing editing that can be done on that. And I'm not a professional and I'm not gonna try to be. I just do editing that can be done on that. I try to keep it as simple as possible. If I do want to do more advanced editing at one point, I'll probably use Descript. I've seen some YouTube like free videos on how to use Descript for video editing, level it up a little bit. I would probably use Descript for something like that. In terms of what content I plan on producing, so I plan on keeping it really simple for my business. I'm not having this like content strategy for my business. The only strategy I have for my business right now is creating funnels for my current programs and getting people on my email list. So for example, I plan on creating a couple of free courses that I put in a playlist on YouTube that will lead to my email list and lead to my program. So I plan on having those just so that it's always there, it's evergreen. I plan on having program specific playlists. For example, having FAQs about my $1 Million Email program, having FAQs about my mastermind program, things like that. That's the current plan. So really just kind of creating some set it and forget it videos. And then from there, only coming in as I feel inspired. I literally thought of this video today. I was like, let me talk about like why I'm doing this even though it's hard. And I literally just set it up and sat down. I'm in a sweatshirt right now. Like you can see, I had makeup on from earlier today. I was like, okay, good timing, but that's all I'm doing. So just as I come and get like business breakthroughs and ideas, I will just set up the phone and record. In terms of the other things I plan on sharing on YouTube, honestly, I plan on just sharing the things that I'm already doing in my day-to-day life. So for example, I did a whole vlog where I was recording throughout the week, things that I was already doing. My life is the content. I'm not like coming up with this whole strategy. I have different ideas that I kind of write down as I go. I never end up doing them. I just do whatever comes up for me that day, really. And I'm not even like trying to create every day either, if that makes sense. I'm just like keeping it loose, literally making it creative, making me want to share, like only sharing when I want to share and when I'm excited to share. I plan on organizing my YouTube with things that I would want to see. So for example, tutorials, tips and tricks, things like that, things that I've learned along the way in life, in marriage, in business. I plan on having like a therapy breakthroughs playlist. I plan on talking about the different things that I'm navigating in my 30s and just sharing everything I've learned. I mean, I've done a lot in my life and I want to share, and I just want to just like give it all away in a way that feels good for me. That's the plan. I'm really excited. I hope you found this video helpful, especially if you're someone that's always wanted to do YouTube, but you don't know if you should, whether it's for your business or it's for your life. Like I said, I plan on taking a creative content creator angle first, and then having kind of business as the happy bonus second right now. But of course, still being strategic as well at the same time. And just, I feel like YouTube is just gonna be the best place for me to just showcase all my multi-passionate interests, showcase my life for my clients and my future clients as a 7-figure entrepreneur. And at the same time, showcase all the, girlhood things too, like hanging out with my friends, doing my hair, doing my makeup, having fun, playing with my style, things like that. So I'm so excited that you're here. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next video.